If your Shopify sales look like this, watch until the end. Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to Ecom Daily, the only YouTube channel that posts every single day on Shopify related matters. I like to go ahead and just first off say if you're interested in Shopify, if you just started your own store, I like to go ahead and say please go ahead and hit this subscribe button down below, and also go ahead and hit that notification button so that you can stay informed and also keep up with some daily content that might actually help you out with your store. So today we're going to be actually talking about the top 5 Shopify apps that'll absolutely help increase your sales and really just help out your store overall. Now, the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about here is, sometimes it can really seem daunting or just really confusing as to which, apps are right for you, which apps you should or shouldn't have within your stores. Over adding, apps within your store can sometimes be excessive and actually drive away sales, while adding the right ones actually helps build up your store and actually, propel you forward, in the ways that you need your store to. So jumping straight into it and without wasting further time, I want to say that the very first app that you need to have within your store is definitely going to be the Smar7 Bundle Upsell app. Now, the reason that we're going to go ahead and install this app is because, well, simply put, you need to go ahead and upsell products to get, directly increase your sales. So upselling is just basically a form of latching or attaching additional products onto your main offer to go ahead and increase your average order value. So definitely that's something, if you're not familiar with already, that's something that's going to really help increase your sales. As essentially, think of it this way. If you have a product that's selling for $25, and let's assume that you're selling perhaps a dog collar, you can then go ahead and upsell an additional, congruent or related product, such as for instance, either an additional dog collar or, for instance, a dog leash. So your initial product in your initial offer may be, for instance, once again, that $25 dog collar. But then, for instance, you can go ahead and upsell an additional product or several additional products that make up a higher average order value and also deliver the same amount of, once again, of value to the person that's passing through your store. So that's definitely going to be really helpful for you if you don't have any sort of upselling application currently within your, your Shopify arsenal, as I would say. It's definitely important that you take into consideration adding one now. And once again, there's many different upsell apps, but I definitely think that Smar7 Bundle Upsell is the simplest to use and it has a really nice interface. So it's definitely one that you should go ahead and check out. You go to there, if you check in the description, all of the links to these applications will be available. And as you'll see, there's different ways to go ahead and actually upsell the different products in your store. You can simply do a bundle upsell, which would, bundle 2 products or more together. But you can also do other, things such as standard upsells, incentivized upsells, where you basically incentivize a person to actually make that second purchase and buy that second product off of you, which once again will inherently increase your average order value and thus increase your sales. So definitely go and check this out. This is definitely one that I would highly recommend you adding, because if you're, once again, the aim of the game is to go ahead and increase your sales, and this directly does that. So moving forward, I want to talk about the second app that I have to recommend, which is going to be Klaviyo for your email marketing. Now, Klaviyo is absolutely great for email marketing and just organizing things within your Shopify store and making sure that you're following up with people who have either abandoned carts or people who have purchased certain products. And the reason that I'm recommending Klaviyo over other, email marketing solutions, as there's many that you can actually choose from, such as MailChimp, Market Hero. There's all sorts of email marketing solutions that I personally use, as well as that I could recommend to you. But the reason that I'm mentioning Klaviyo specifically is just its ease of getting started with, but also the reason that, just for the reason that it's directly integrated with Shopify, and it's just a really powerful tool. You can go ahead and pretty much, see exactly who's abandoned your cart. You can go ahead and actually send specific campaigns to, customers that have specifically bought certain products. And because of all of the data that Shopify has and that your store accumulates, Klaviyo basically takes all of that data and allows you to create some very, very complex and very interesting campaigns. And a lot of people overlook email marketing as a whole, and I definitely think that they either just don't invest much of their time into it, or they're just not, very well equipped with how to best go about organizing your email campaigns. And that's why I definitely want to go ahead and recommend Klaviyo, as it's definitely helped me as well as some of my clients, easily get started up with email marketing for, either brand new stores or established stores. It's a very easy easy application to go ahead and use, and it's definitely something that you should go ahead and add to your store. As you can go ahead and see, it pretty much has a very, very beautiful, a user interface, and it really is very, very simple to understand, and it's something that you should go ahead and add if you don't have a pre-existing email marketing solution for yourself. So this is something to go ahead and add, and now we can go ahead and actually move on to the third application that I have to go ahead and recommend, which is none other than ReekArt, the messenger marketing application, which I definitely think out of all of the applications that I've mentioned up until now is probably one of the most important for definitely store longevity, as well as making sure that you're getting the most out of your potential sales, and making sure that you're getting all those cart abandonments and recovering them as much as possible. So basically what ReekArt does, it's a messenger marketing application that allows you to basically capture people's messenger information and then follow up with them through the messenger application, basically, as you can see here, sending them push notifications through messenger, via telling them to come back to the store and go ahead and fulfill their order, saying, hey, you added this to your cart. Do you want to actually go ahead and basically buy it, perhaps for a 10% off or otherwise? And really and truly, this is something that's super important, as definitely I would say out of both myself as well as those that I manage and my clients, this really does help improve your sales, either twofold or threefold, depending on how many adds of carts you're currently acquiring within your store. If you are getting a lot of cart abandonments, this is definitely the application for you, even more so than using Klaviyo's cart abandonment system. I definitely think that this messenger marketing solution is probably far superior in most ways to anything else currently available, because generally speaking, everyone has a Facebook page, and there's no real barrier to entry. Nobody really has to go out and actually enter any information. As soon as a person hits add to cart, basically their messenger information is automatically logged, and you can go out and track them, and you can go out and actually send them messages through messenger, and really get a lot of traction to your store, a lot of traffic back into your store that may have otherwise been lost. But also you can go out and do promotions and offer so much more through the messenger platform than I even personally believe through email as of currently. So definitely, if there's anything that you take away from this video, it's to download ReekArt, because I definitely think that out of the bunch, this is one that you can't really go without if you're really looking to get serious about your store, and really making sure that you're making the most out of it, making sure that you're not having abandoned carts, and making sure that you're basically getting the most out of the traffic that visits your store, whether you're doing Facebook ads, AdWords, Instagram influencers. It really doesn't matter. ReekArt really helps out in every situation. So that's definitely something that you need to go ahead and take into account, and I definitely think that you should go ahead and check this out. Go once again and check in the description, as this is linked there, and you can really get this into your store. It's absolutely free as well, so there's nothing really holding you back from putting this in right now. They do charge a small fee, but for the most part, it's free, at least in the beginning. So this is definitely one that you need to go ahead and install. Now, we've seen a few different apps that can really help us increase our sales, but the fourth app I think is really going to be one that you absolutely should get if you can afford it. So basically, this fourth application right here is called Looks Reviews. It's a photo review application, and basically what this really helps you do is it really goes ahead and ties in a beautiful user interface on the front end for you to go ahead and actually create a very seamless review system for your store. Now, most themes on Shopify already come with a sort of review system in place, and if not, there's always Shopify Reviews, which is a free application that you can use as well. But I'm a huge fan of Looks for the simple fact that it's beautiful, social proof, and it really does make a huge difference conversion wise, and in convincing people to actually buy your products. As when people come and visit your store, and perhaps you yourself should know, you're going to see a lot of people leave your store instantly. They're going to have a lack of trust for your store. They may not even take the time of day to even really go through the product listing itself or read your description. But if you were to go ahead and actually use Looks Reviews, and then go ahead and leverage and create your own, build up reviews and use pictorial references within these reviews to go ahead and actually sell the products from a unique selling point, being other customers who have purchased the said product. It's a really unique selling proposition, firstly, but also it really helps for the customer visiting your store and actually wanting to make a purchase. this, it really makes a lot of sense to them to go ahead and actually listen to reviews of other customers that have either purchased from you or that you've let review the product itself. So personally, this has worked very, very effectively. It's just simple social proof, but social proof plays a crucial and very important part in you acquiring and not only just improving your sales, but getting the conversions that you want. Because a lot of the time, the biggest hurdle is getting someone to actually hit that add to cart button. But with this, it's really just sort of a fortification as well as just an additional reference point for someone to actually go ahead and look at outside of your sales copy within your descriptions, and something that they can go ahead and look at and reference, as perhaps a potential also selling point to them, and an additional reason for them to actually go ahead and add said product to the cart. So it's something that's really, really important. And if you can afford to get looks, I definitely recommend it. I'm not going to go ahead and say that this is, of the pinnacle importance here, but it's definitely something that I would consider necessary if you're looking to go ahead and, further improve your sales and improve your conversions at any cost. So this is definitely probably what I would say the best review system on Shopify currently, just once again because of the pictorial references, how it really integrates with a lot of different themes, and just really, the value that it adds to your store, but also the value it adds to the products, and how people really view and really, it's not only just depend, but really take to heart this review system. I find it's, in other review systems, just seeing comments that other people have made on the product, they're not as taken as seriously, but with this, I've noticed that a lot of people do rely on the product reviews to actually purchase said product, and as you can see right here, it uses pictorial references of the product itself, and as well as reviews, as well as a star rating system, and it's really just something that, by all means, if you do have, if you can afford the fee, which is currently at only $9.99 a month, I definitely think that it's worth, getting at least to try out, to see if it helps increase your sales. And now for the final and or fifth application within this video, which is going to be Purvi, which is a free email pop-up application. Now, I personally really like Purvi just because of its ease of use, but also just for the fact that it's completely free, and the platform itself is very, very extensive in terms of what you can actually go ahead and do. Basically, just in short, Purvi is a email pop-up application, so you can go out and pretty much capture your leads on exit intent, or retarget people who are leaving the store, and perhaps grab their email and then pop them into Klaviyo afterwards. So I definitely think that this is a very, very good application. I personally used it. Plus, since it's free, I always recommend others to use it as well. And I'm definitely going to go ahead and recommend to you personally that you go ahead and install this, since why not? Having an email exit intent pop-up especially can really be the make or break between a sale if you're going ahead and doing a proper cart abandonment follow-up sequence, email marketing sequence, that is. And it can really just make the final difference within your store. And I definitely think that if you couple all of this, being the fact that you have the social proof, you have the upsells, you have Klaviyo, you have your ReekArt cart abandonment system, plus you have Purvi to once again go ahead and have that extra layer of exit intent pop up to go ahead and grab those extra leads. I definitely think that this is all really going to go ahead and help you increase your Shopify store. But there's one last thing that I need to go ahead and really show you here that can perhaps help you out. So if you're just getting started with Shopify, or perhaps you're just lost in terms of what to do now in order to go ahead and increase your sales, perhaps you've added in the the applications that I've mentioned here, or perhaps you're listening to too many different people on YouTube, and you're not really getting what you need because everybody really wants to just sell you a course on YouTube, and it's unfortunate to say, but that's really not what's going to get you to that next level that you want to be at. So in the description below, you're going to go ahead and see this exact website that I'm on currently, and what I would like you to go ahead and do is actually opt in to go ahead and receive free personal Shopify advice from myself. This is, once again, I'm not trying to sell you anything here. I'm here to actually try and help you out. So once you go ahead and opt in, I'm actually going to reach out to you personally, and I'm going to review your store with you, and we're going to actually see how we can go ahead and improve your store. It's going to be a custom tailored approach for you personally, and I'm only doing this for so many people. So if you would like to go ahead and get that to that next level, or if you would like to go ahead and perhaps just see what I have to say about your store, by all means go ahead and opt into this into the description down below. I'm only keeping the link in the description for a little while, so if you want to get it, please go there now and claim your spot, because I can only go ahead and take on so many people at a given time. So I'd like to thank you so much once again for watching, and I'm hoping you're having a great day today.